Let's begin with the paraphrasing of the poem The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. And here we get to know that this well-known poem is about making choices extremely substantial points. And the choices that shape us, again very crucial. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully. What do you mean by insightfully? It means with a vision. He is a true visionary, right? He can understand the consequences of a particular choice about common, ordinary experiences. Now let us begin with the first stanza. And here the poet says, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So this is just the literal meaning I have told. Now the poet says that once he was standing at a diversion, at a fork, at a split, at a point from where two roads extended in different directions. At a point from where two roads branched out in different directions. And roads were there in a yellow wood. Yellow is used as a symbol for fall, for autumn season. So here itself, at the very onset of the poem, the poet sets the tone and mood of the poem, which is quite sorrowful. The poet reveals a sense of sorrow. Here we get to know about pensive, sad mood on the part of the poet. Word is used for forest. And sorry, I could not travel both. And again the word sorry strengthens his mood. I could not travel both. Here both refers to the two roads he has already mentioned in the first verse. And sorry, I could not travel both. I is used for the poet. This is versified in first person pronoun. And sorry, I could not travel both. Now the poet feels sad. He is feeling bad as he could not choose both the roads. He had to take just one and be one traveler. Reason he gives here, as he was just one, and of course it is not possible for any person to take two roads, to undertake two roads simultaneously. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now the poet says that long I stood. He stood there for a long time. Why? And looked down one as far as I could. Why did he stand there? He stood there to see where a particular path would take him, and looked down one. One again refers to one of the roads. And he looked down at one of the paths as far as it was clearly visible to him, as far as it was straight. But then what happened? His sight was befogged by the undergrowth. That means there was a bend. The road was not straight further. It took a curve and the poet could not see further to where it bent in the undergrowth. And besides that, besides being curvy, it had undergrowth too. Undergrowth is used for bushes, shrubs, saplings, wild vegetation that may grow under trees in forests. I hope this first stanza is clear to you. Now let us talk about the metaphorical meaning.
If the two roads talked about by the poet are taken as two different options, two different choices, or we say a dilemma, a confusing situation when we have to make a tough choice, when we have to choose just one out of the given two. And yellow wood we take for tough times or hard times or difficult times in life, which is nothing new. And we can face such a situation at any point of time in our life. Then poet brings in metaphor, then he has used metaphor here. When the poet says sorry, here he brings in the idea that it is very difficult to make choices, to take decisions. He says that making choices, taking decisions are quite painful, as they must be made with incomplete information. With incomplete information, if we take example of a dress, I have purchased a dress because I liked it. Now I do not know whether its color will bleed or the cloth will be durable. So it is about anything and every kind of choice which we make in our life. And as a result, he stood there paralyzed. Paralyzed here means undecided. It was difficult for him to make a choice quickly. And this is what happens with all of us. So this poem was written long back, but it is relevant to anyone and everyone at any point of life in human history. So first figure of speech in the first stanza is metaphor, and then again in the first stanza, first line, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Here the poet has employed, he has used another figure of speech, imagery. And what is imagery? Imagery is use of powerful images to help the readers create mental pictures, to help the readers visualize the things. And here it helps us see a diversion. It helps us see a forest that is experiencing fall, and there are two roads which are branching out in different directions. And the third we have symbolism, as here yellow wood refers to tough times, difficult times in life, and if we take just the word yellow, then it refers to fall, autumn season, when all the trees shed their leaves. And next we have engemmement. Engemmement. What is engemmement? Engemmement. Do you think that it reminds, or it is somewhat like joining two things? Yes, it is just like that when subsequent lines are interconnected. For example, I could not and sorry, I could not travel both and be one traveler. So here the second verse runs into the third verse. That means one idea does not get over in the second line itself, rather it continues in the third line as well. And sorry, I could not travel both and be one traveler. This is the complete line. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. Here also we have engemmement, as the idea starts with the word long and it gets over with the word undergrowth. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it went in the undergrowth. And the next figure of speech we can see is anaphora. What is anaphora? We can see the repetition of the word and in three subsequent verses: and sorry, and be, and looked. Anaphora is the repetition of any word or any phrase or any clause at the beginning of subsequent verses, paragraphs, stanzas or clauses. Thank you for being with me.